Prepare yourselves for a landscape-shifting earthquake because the Atlanta Falcons are about to commit a highway robbery so massive, it will leave the NFL front offices paralyzed in pure shock. We are talking about an explosive, unprecedented maneuver that brings the league's most terrifying young weapon into the heart of Georgia, ending the years of frustration in one single, violent stroke of genius. This isn't just news. This is the moment the red and black finally take back their throne and leave the rest of the league trembling in their wake. Before we break down every single soul-crushing detail of this bombshell move, do me a massive favor. Hit that like button, share this video with every football fanatic you know, and subscribe to the channel right now to stay ahead of the game with the most high-stakes NFL coverage on the internet. Can you honestly look me in the eye and say the NFC South is ready for a Falcons team that refuses to lose? For 8 long, agonizing seasons, this fanbase has lived in a shadow of mediocrity, watching playoff hopes wither away year after year like a slow-motion car wreck. We've seen the heartbreak, we've felt the sting of missed opportunities, and we've watched a franchise with so much potential get stuck in a loop of almost. But that era of suffering is officially over. The arrival of Kevin Stefanski, a 2-time NFL Coach of the Year with a reputation for turning hopeless into historic, has signaled a total cultural reset. He's not here to build a nice team, he's here to build a nightmare for every defensive coordinator in the country. But let's get to the real reason your heart is racing. Forget the standard rebuild, forget the safe, off-season moves. My sources are screaming that the Falcons are finalizing a deal for the most electric, most dominant young receiver on the planet, Tetairoa McMillan. Yes, you heard that correctly. We are talking about the man who just redefined what a rookie season looks like. Tetairoa McMillan, the 6'4", 219-pound Polynesian warrior, who just snatched the Offensive Rookie of the Year award after lighting up the league with over 1,000 yards and a franchise record 7 touchdowns for the Panthers. The Falcons aren't just looking for a piece of the puzzle, they are going after the whole damn picture. Now stop and think about the sheer, unadulterated madness of this. Why would a divisional rival like Carolina let a generational talent, a man who caught 70 passes and became Bryce Young's only reliable lifeline, just walk away? On the surface, it sounds like a fantasy. But in the high-stakes shadows of NFL negotiations, a masterstroke is being orchestrated. Rumors are swirling that internal shifts and a massive trade package are making the impossible possible. This is a declaration of war. By pairing Tetairoa McMillan with a veteran general like Kirk Cousins and a physical specimen like Drake London, the Falcons are creating a triple threat that shouldn't even be legal under the salary cap. Question of the day: if this trade goes through and Tetairoa McMillan joins Drake London and Bijan Robinson, does this become the most unstoppable offense in Falcons history, or is there still a missing piece? Drop your take in the comments below. I want to see the debate. Let's talk about the physics of what's coming. Imagine the defensive coordinator for the Saints or the Buccaneers trying to sleep the night before facing this squad. On one side you have Drake London, a man who treats cornerbacks like minor inconveniences. In the backfield, you have Bijan Robinson, a human highlight reel who just led the NFL with an astronomical 2,298 total yards. And then, you add Tetairoa McMillan. T-Mac isn't just a receiver, he's a physical anomaly. He's got the wingspan of a hawk, the hands of a magician, and the speed to turn a simple slant into a 70-yard house call. He led all rookies in receiving yards because he doesn't just catch the ball, he dominates the airspace around it. Can you feel the energy shifting at Mercedes-Benz Stadium? Picture the fourth quarter, the game on the line, and Kirk Cousins dropping back. He doesn't have to worry about finding the open man, because everyone is a threat. He lofts a high-point ball into the corner of the end zone, and McMillan, using that elite 6'4" frame, climbs the ladder over 2 helpless defenders to secure the win. The roar of the crowd wouldn't just be a cheer, it would be the sound of a city being reborn. This is the new era that Kevin Stefanski was hired to deliver. This is the end of the cursed years and the beginning of a reign of terror in the NFC South. But it's not just about the highlight reels. It's about the spirit of the game. Tetairoa McMillan plays with a brand of passion and pride that is infectious. From his roots in Waimanalo, Hawaii, to his legendary college career at Arizona where he broke every record in the book, he has always been a leader. He brings a warrior culture to a locker room that has been starving for an alpha dog. I'm hearing from insiders that the current Falcons roster is already buzzing. Players like Kyle Pitts and Jesse Bates III know what this means. It means the target is no longer on their backs, it's on the rest of the league. How do the rivals even respond to this? They are looking at their scouting reports right now and seeing a black hole of despair. You can't double-team McMillan because London will burn you. You can't drop everyone into coverage because Bijan will run for 200 yards. It's a mathematical impossibility to stop this offense. The power balance of the entire NFL is shifting toward Atlanta, and the powerhouse teams are legitimately trembling. They know that if this trade is finalized, the Falcons aren't just in the conversation, they are the conversation. As we look toward 2026 and 2027, this move will be remembered as the day the dynasty was born. It's the kind of trade that defines a decade. The day the Falcons stopped playing for participation trophies and started playing for rings. This is the injection of pure, unrefined star power that transforms a franchise's soul. We aren't just talking about a winning season, we are talking about a legacy that your grandchildren will ask you about. Where were you when the Falcons traded for T-Mac? I've seen the whispers in the dark. I've heard the reports of secret meetings in neutral cities and late-night phone calls that would make your head spin. The contracts are being reviewed, the specific trade clauses, those sneaky little details that only insiders know, are being hammered out as we speak. This trade could be announced in days, or even hours. When that notification hits your phone, the world will stop. People will scream about fairness and roster balance. But you won't be surprised. You were here. You knew the truth before the mainstream media even had a clue. This is the moment. The rise is happening right now, and the peak of the mountain is finally within sight. The Falcons are coming for everything, and with Tetairoa McMillan leading the charge, there isn't a force on God's green earth that can stop them. The red and black are rising from the ashes, and the fire is going to burn every rival in its path. Are you ready to witness history? Because the most epic, earth-shattering trade in the history of this league is about to become a reality. Welcome to the new empire. The Atlanta Falcons are back, and this time, we aren't leaving until we have the trophy. Tetairoa McMillan is the key, Kevin Stefanski is the architect, and you are the witnesses to the greatest comeback in sports history. Stay locked in, stay passionate, and get ready for the ride of a lifetime. The league wanted a war, and the Falcons just brought the ultimate weapon.